are fostering our foundation. We're doing that from abundance, and we're doing that just from unconditional love. And so trust is a key aspect that kind of binds that together. And so when we are building that trust, when we're able to connect and be vulnerable, trust, it comes so natural. You don't have to, neither of us have to attempt to get each other to trust each other. Like it's embedded in when you open yourself up like that. And so again, it's not about thinking through things, or how will you think about me if I do this action, or vice versa, or anything like that. It's the trust is there, and so the natural action follows. That's us getting out of our head into our hearts, letting ourselves lead with our hearts. What would love do? Right? Then it just becomes natural.
And sometimes the most challenging thing is to trust ourselves. Right? It's really challenging to trust someone else if we don't trust ourselves first.
Right.
We always talk about it has to start within. It always starts with us. If we have low self-esteem, we don't trust ourselves, if we don't have that inward connection, then building a meaningful connection outside is going to be very challenging because we're not even connected inside. And so when we talk about making eye contact, one of the first things I did along my journey to returning to self was to actually look at myself in the mirror, eye contact with myself. And it, of course you feel like a dork in the beginning, at least I did. And that's all I can say for that. But it was really such a powerful movement forward for me, because it isn't like it only works if we're looking at another person. If we make eye contact with ourselves and actually hold that gaze in the mirror, the same neurons will start to fire in our own brain, allowing us to sync up and have those same realizations of things that we might have been hiding even from ourselves. Feelings, emotions. If we have difficulty getting in touch with our own heart, suddenly that same energetic heart space starts to open up, simply by taking the time to get outside of self in a way, like literally getting outside of ourself to go within ourself. It's worth the 5 minutes every morning to just stand there, look at yourself in the eye, and really start to see yourself from a different perspective.
Right. Even 10 seconds.
Yeah.
If we're not willing to give ourselves that type of attention, no wonder we're not able to give others. And so in order to help present that and attract, not that the reason why we're doing this is attract attention, but when people pay attention to you, it's because that's the energy, or it's an energy that people desire to be around and to connect with and engage with. And so if we're not even willing to do that to ourselves, we can't expect people around us to do that. And so what we're doing is we're fostering that within ourselves, and we become a natural magnet for that. And then we start to connect with like-hearted individuals that are similar. And so it really builds and feeds off of each other, which is why one of the first courses we created with Spivera was our self-love course, and the mirror technique being a massive, actually 2 parts, because there's part 1 and part 2. 2 parts of that 8-part series are around the importance of the mirror technique. And so that's because it's something that you used, something that even before you and I met, I would do the mirror technique, not really even knowing. I'd write little note cards on sticky notes and put them around my mirror. And then I would read them off and look at myself in the mirror. I'd read it off, look at myself in the mirror, because this is what I desire to embody. Had honestly no idea that like the science behind it, and now getting to know, I was like, wow, I'm glad. I don't know what even initiated that, but it felt right, and it felt, yeah, I don't know. And so it's just fun to see that's one of those tools that just is evergreen.
And so important to continue to revisit.